everybody tells you, go into this business, do this business, do that business, you make money. It's sure to be wealthy. It's just assumed that once you're in business, you're automatically going to make money. But I'm going to shock you today. There are businesses you are going to do or you are even doing right now that will never add up or scale up to wealth. What do I mean? It will just give you your urgent 2K. It will give you your daily income, your daily bread, or you cannot own a bakery. You can actually be busy in that business. You're seeing money daily, but you can't be wealthy. Now, the first thing you have to note is this is very important. Know that business you are going to do to make you wealthy, and the business you're not supposed to do, because this business can actually give you some coins, but it's not going to make you wealthy. If you're interested, please hit that subscribe button. Let's start already. So, in today's video, I'll be telling you 5 businesses you should never do because these businesses can never and will never make you wealthy. Probably you're even into the business already. So, this video is actually an eye opener for you to know that you are not supposed to continue in that business, you're supposed to scale to another level, right? So, one of the things you have to know about business is that for you to go into business, you have to look at the people ahead of you. For example, let's assume you want to go into content creation. Get the 5 top content creators that are doing very well in that business. Yes, a business. Yes, content creation is a business. And see how far it has taken them. That will determine if you're going to go into the business or not. You know why? The big people, the big shots, or the wealthy people in that business are the ones that are portraying a prototype of your future if you continue in that business for long. Imagine you go into a business where nobody, as far as you know about that business, has become a millionaire. I tell you the truth, or has even add up something, but the person is actually busy going to work every day, making 2 naira, 1 naira, 2 coins every day, but has not scaled up to wealth. That is also a prototype of how your future will look like if you continue in that business for so long. So, with that much being said, let's get right into the video. So, the first business I'm going to talk about is street provision or street grocery or kiosk. Come to think about it, you know that particular woman in your street who just has a grocery shop. Let me come down to our Nigerian terms. Just sell provision, understand? Have 1 or 2 things here and there in the streets. Take note, I didn't say in the market, in the streets. How far with the life of that woman? Or just sit down and think. 4, 5, 6 provisions in the streets, right? That you know, popular streets or just normal streets that you know. How far with their life? How far? How far? How far? They get busy, right? They come out very early and probably close very late. And at the end of the day, they have some good money. But how wealthy are they? Have you seen? Because a wealthy person does not lie, or your wealth does not hide itself. You see it in what the people can do around. Probably the person is able to send the child to school, have daily bread at times, and all of that. But if you're talking about wealth, I mean, being in the class of people that are wealthy, forget about street provision business or kiosk. It's not going to take you anywhere. That is the first one. The second business that will never make you wealthy is to give you urgent 2K. You see POS business. Hey, everybody is doing it. Every graduate that has not gotten a job is into POS business. How far? How far? Have you seen somebody drive to stop, drive stop, and then park and then come down and then sit down on an umbrella or a particular shop? I'm not talking about people that owns a POS machine in their big shop. I'm talking about people that just merchants or just come out to do their transaction about POS. Stop, pull the car by, stop, sit down by the roadside or whatever to do that business. Have you seen how wealthy are they? It will give you your urgent 2K. It will give you your daily bread, but you cannot own the bakery. That is POS for you, number 2. It's going to be a quick one. The third one is, you see Obioma Teller. You see those people that are in the streets. I keep talking about street because there are businesses that will not get you anywhere because, first of all, your location is already a disadvantage. Those people that stay in the streets, right, and they're doing Obioma Teller. How far? You want to be like Vicky James? You won't get anywhere. Oh. You won't just go anywhere because most times you're not even niched down, and then you don't have an expansion capacity. So when you are in the street, the only people that get to know you are people that are just in your locality. So how do you intend to make wealth? And you'll be like, you can do it anywhere. No. Geography is very important in business. So those Obioma people that don't have any particular niche in their sewing, they don't make wealth. They don't make money. They only have urgent 2K. Sometimes people bring clothes for them to amend, you understand? Do this, do that. There is nothing. You're not particular about any kind of thing. They can sew female clothes, children clothes, all those kind of clothes. But there is no particular niche. And then you're in one particular corner of the street there. I'm sorry. That business can give you your urgent 2K. If at all, it gives you urgent 2K at times. But you see that wealth, you see that bakery, you see that class of fashion designers coming out in the book of Forbes, 4 books of the year, you will not get there. Sorry, you will not just get there. So this is number 3 now. Let's go to number 4. The fourth business you should never think of doing. It can give you wealth. What did I just say? It can give you urgent 2K, but will not give you wealth. Is street food. Some of you understand what I'm talking about. You see some street people packing out. You see some people in the morning, they just come out, bring up their food and other things, and they put it by the roadside for you to buy. Right, rice, please, Nigerian normal staple food that we eat. How far with those people? How far? Do you realize that they get their urgent 2K? That is what I'm actually talking about here. That business cannot make you wealthy. You get your daily bread, but you cannot own the bakery. Those roadside food vendors, vendoring, you cannot be wealthy. Sorry, that's just the truth. If you doubt me, make a finding of all people doing those grocery business and check how far. And the last one are people that braid hair. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, people that braid, there's so much money in it. Yes. It depends on what you are doing. It depends on where you are doing it. It depends on what is your location. You are just in your house there, you're in the streets, you're just making 1 or 2 hair, you're not positioned properly. Remember, I keep talking about positioning, geographical location of a business is very important. I think if you go down to my videos, you realize I've done something like that before. Geography of your business is very important, right? So if you're doing hair making in your house, in your streets, how far? You will get urgent 2K. Sometimes you will not even get the urgent 2K, but you cannot be wealthy. So those 5 businesses I've mentioned, and if you know anyone too that can keep you busy but give you urgent 2K but cannot make you wealthy, please drop in the comment section. So when people tell you go into this business, go into that business, please first of all check who are the people, the predecessors in that business. How far? How is their life? Are you seeing any millionaire? Are you seeing any multi-millionaire in that business? Are you seeing predecessors that have made so much money, make millions from that business, right? If you have not seen and the life is nothing to write home about, and you want to venture into that business, please pause and think. Not every business is assigned to scale you to wealth. Not every business can build a bakery for you. Some businesses give you the bread, daily bread, urgent 2K, but can never make you wealthy. So before you go into any business, please sit down and look at those that have gone ahead of you 5, 10 years in that business. How is their life? Yes, not everybody's going to make it in business like some persons believe, but what is the ratio? Find out. In the next video, I will telling you businesses you can do that will make you wealthy. Businesses you should look out for that can make you wealthy. So at this point, I want to say that those businesses, if you're into them already, don't get discouraged. What you have to do is to scale up, try to look diversify, try to multiply, right? And if you know that you are clueless about what to do about your business, just watch this page because the next video will be businesses you can do that will make you wealthy. Yes, there are businesses that will just shoot you up to millionaire within a space of an hour, within a short period of time. There are businesses like that. So just watch the space and see how far it goes. At this moment, I want to say thank you for staying to the end of this video. Please, do you know any other business that you know you are doing or anybody around you is doing that has not been able to produce any reasonable thing? I didn't want to talk about 9 to 5 because that one is not a business, but it can still be a business because it doesn't make anybody wealthy. It can give you money, but not wealth. I'm talking about wealth. Please get my point here. Wealth, 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 wealth. So mind the business you're doing. In this 2026, open your eyes, shine your eyes, listen very well, watch financial experts, Know the businesses you're supposed to do and the ones you are not supposed to do. Not every business, not every business, let me scream it, let me emphasize it, is designed to make you wealthy. It might have made our parents wealthy those days. It might have given them millions in 10, 20 years backward, right? Ago. But those businesses today, they are nothing. They will not give you anything. In short, you are as good as wasting your time. Do you understand? So at this point, I want to say thank you for staying to the end of this video. Trust to learn something. Drop that business you know that somebody close to you has been doing and has never made the person wealthy. Drop it in the comment section, please. Let's engage. And if you have not subscribed and you know that this video has really encouraged you and have opened your eyes to know what you should do, I mean, what business you should do and what business you should not even venture into, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. And see you again in my next one. Bye.